Hi, today is Wednesday, June 7th, 2017, and this is A Swede Speaks. However, today we have to celebrate Norway again, and we have to talk about Norway, and that's why I'm holding a Norwegian flag right now. Because on this day, 112 years ago, in 1905, the Norwegian Parliament, Stortinget, declared the Swedish king, or who was then the king of Sweden and Norway, Oscar II, they declared that because he was unable to he was unable to form a government, and they declared that he had ceased to function as king of Norway, and that was the end of the union between Sweden and Norway, which I think was a good thing. I don't think that was a natural union in any way. I mean, a union between Sweden and Finland would sort of have been natural, but by now that's not really possible anymore. And I don't wish the Finns that much evil. But let's not digress. So, the lesson I think, well, congratulations Norway, and the lesson I think should be learned by history here is that, well, these kind of unions are usually bad things. There are some unions that could be good, of course. I am in favor of the United Kingdom. I might get some flack for this, I know, but I think that England, Wales, Scotland and Ulster, they sort of group together. I could fantasize about a British-Irish union, but I won't do that right now. But I would like to talk about the other union that Norway is a member of, that I'm not supporting. Because Norway have twice had referendums about membership in the European Union, and they voted no both times. But before the second referendum on membership in the European Union, Norway had already, as had Sweden and Austria I think, joined the European Economic Agreement. And that one was still in place. So what happened was that even though the Norwegians turned down the European Union in a referendum, they still have to follow most of the things decided by the European Union anyway, and they don't get to vote about it. And they have to pay for it. If I'm not wrong here, if I remember correctly, and if I'm wrong, tell me in the comments below, Norway was the country that paid the most for when the European Union expanded to what we might call the old Eastern European countries. At least per capita. Maybe not in absolute numbers, but, well, per citizen, per capita, per inhabitant. And I mean, what I think Norway should do, and this is also a good advice for all you Britons out there, don't do what Norway did. Stay away from the European Economic Agreement. And Norway, if I got to decide, if I was the Norwegian Prime Minister, you wish, but if I was the Norwegian Prime Minister, I would immediately start negotiations to end the European Economic Agreement. And if these negotiations wouldn't lead anywhere, I guess Germany and France wouldn't be happy. The British would probably support Norway actually. But if these negotiations would lead anywhere, I would just cancel the deal. I'll just say that this deal is by now null and void. And you can send your bills, but we're not going to pay them. We don't care about that. And if the European Union would tell Norway something like they're going to have a trade war, well, Norway is selling oil, and Norway is selling tons and tons and tons of salmon. Actually, I think that the salmon is a greater resource than the oil, because the oil is going to end. But if Norway manages its salmon right, there will still be salmon for generations. It will be there forever, or I mean, until doomsday. Let's put it that way, if it's managed properly. And if the European Union don't want to trade with Norway, fine. Norway could sell salmon to Japan, and to Canada, and to the United States, and to an independent Britain. And to Iceland. Maybe Iceland wouldn't be allowed to, but they should leave the European Economic Agreement too, by the way. So I think Norway should do what Switzerland did. Switzerland was presented with their European Economic Agreement, but they turned down the deal because they said, well, we don't like this deal. So they got a trade deal with the European Union instead. Instead of this crazy stuff that Norway both has to pay, and more important than that, Norway lost its independence in practice, although not in theory. I mean, there's a wonderful Norwegian word that I'm going to teach you now. Sjølråderett. Or in, well, maybe more formal Norwegian, selvråderett. And it means to be the master of your own domains. To be the one who pulls the shots in your own house. To have control of your own destiny. Well, as much as you can. But really, that's what it means. It means independence. And I want Norway to be independent, just like I want Sweden to be independent. But right now, we're talking about Norway, because it's a Norwegian day to celebrate. June 7th. Congratulations, Norway. And please leave the European Economic Agreement. And do it now. I would prefer yesterday, but do it as soon as possible. Try to negotiate if possible. If it isn't possible, just cancel it. Just call up Donald Trump and ask him if he wants to buy some Norwegian salmon. Okay, maybe I was a little funny now, but you get the idea. Anyway, 3 cheers for Norway. Kudos to Norwegian voters who have turned down the stupid EU in 2 referendums. Sadly, the politicians in this country haven't been as smart as the voters. So, when it comes to Norway, sometimes I actually think that you shouldn't underestimate the intelligence of the common man. But politicians, wow, I'm not very fond of them. So, congratulations, Norway. And please cancel the EEA agreement now. And that's all I have to say about this right now. I would like to thank the people who are supporting this channel. Through prayers, through Patreon, through PayPal. That's all greatly appreciated. And there are now tiers for patrons and donors. And if you're interested in that, look in the box below. And if you like this channel, please subscribe so you don't miss anything. If you got something to say, if you agree, if you disagree, comment below. If you like this video, please like it. Please share this and other videos on social media, on Facebook and Twitter, and other social media that allows you to share. And of course, I would also very much appreciate your support. And for the tiers, as I said, look in the description box below. This is A Swede Speaks. Have a nice day.